I don't think you should cut. You should raise.
Oh, don't cut corporate welfare. Okay, my bad. So what welfare should we cut?
Whoa. What do you mean by corporate welfare?
The bailing out of the corporations, the tax cuts for billionaires and corporations.
Where?
Well, bailout in 2020, the bailouts. In 2007, 2009, there were bailouts.
Bailouts in 2020. Which ones? Tell me.
Yeah, so when there was a pandemic, we bailed out a bunch of different firms relating to the COVID-19 pandemic. We spent trillions of dollars bailing out the automotive industry. We bailed out banks. We bailed out all these different companies that are owned by large corporations and billionaires. Actually, that's actually wait. So it's ironic that you say that because it happened under a Trump administration.
Yeah, because he had.
Remember the PPP loans, the ones that Marjorie Taylor Greene used?
I'm sure he's your hero, but Dr. Anthony Fauci was going around spreading absolute horror about COVID-19, and so Trump, being the president, was probably taking his advice, which was a big mistake.
So Donald Trump's dumb?
Agree with it. What?
So he listens to dumb people?
He listened to Dr. Anthony Fauci, which was a...
But you call him dumb, right? You think Dr. Anthony Fauci's evil, right? If he's evil, why did Trump listen to him?
I think he made a...
Why was Trump naive enough and gullible enough to listen to such a terrible guy?
I think he was forced. The public didn't know at that time.
Who forced him? I thought he was president. Who forced him? I thought he doesn't follow the status quo. I thought no one can control him.
He didn't follow. He ended up not following it at all.
Okay. So he didn't follow Fauci. But I thought you said he listened
towards the end when he figured it out. I'm saying in the beginning.
So it took him a while to figure it out. He was naive. Took him a really long time to figure it out. Think of the pandemic.
Got off the corporate welfare thing, but I think you're dead wrong on this. There was no bailouts of corporations.
You get cooked on every point.
Name one. There was corporate that got bailed out. Name one. What got bailed out?
GM.
GM got bailed out in COVID-19?
GM's gotten bailed out multiple times.
Okay, you're dead wrong on that. GM did not get bailed out in 2020.
No, I'm not. Multiple airlines got bailed out.
Yeah, okay.
Boeing
airlines got bailed out because guess who shut them down?
Both sides of the aisle?
The liberal government shut them down.
Who was president?
The liberal government shut everybody down.
Who was president?
They bailed them out.
Who was president?
Donald Trump was president.
So the conservative president.
Yeah, he had a...
What a liberal guy. He's so liberal. Very liberal. What a liberal guy. I've never seen someone more liberal than Donald J. Trump. Never more liberal. He's such a socialist, such a communist.
So you think we should...
Such a liberal communist.
Okay.
Liberal communism.
Yeah, I don't think Trump is that conservative, by the way. So you're not winning me over.
He's a liberal?
I think Trump is moderate in a lot of ways.
Moderate. So how is he moderate? Cooing the country?
Socially.
Is that moderate?
He's been changing on abortion.
So cooing the country was moderate.
What?
Cooing the country was moderate?
Cooing the country?
Yeah, trying to coup the government. Yeah, that was moderate. Saying the election's been stolen with no sufficient evidence, that was moderate?
I think Trump himself is moderate.
So on what?
On abortion, he's pretty moderate. On government spending, I would say he's towards liberal with all the spending he does. Trump spends a lot. Too much for traditional.
He spends too much? Thank you for the galaxy. Thank you so much. So he spent too much. So, he had signed off on more debt-related spending than the Biden-Harris administration?
That's not true.
Alexandria, thank you for the $25 on Cash App. Thank you so much, Alexandria. Can we get some W's for Alexandria? Richard, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much for clowning on this guy. You can find that from the Committee for Responsible Federal Budget. Look up Trump and Biden, the national debt.
Are you talking government spending or national debt? Those are two different things.
Yeah, I'm talking about national debt.
So not government spending.
Yeah, so I'm talking about national... Yeah, I said Trump and Biden, the national debt.
So, and then also you're also...
He spent more money we don't have.
Trump did?
Yes.
That's not true. And if you are saying that, it's because of the COVID-19 2020 spending, where every government needs the whole...
Actually, there was more debt-related spending signed into law, non-COVID related.
No, you're talking debt-related, overall spending.
No, but there's more non-COVID related debt spending. Yeah, I appreciate the goose. Thank you.
No, in general, spending was less.
Nope.
The debt-related spending is because of COVID-19, so you went into debt because of that, which I don't agree with.
Nope. 4.8 trillion non-COVID related.
So why do you think
2.2 trillion from the Biden-Harris administration?
Do you think inflation has anything to do with government spending?
I don't think it's related to the government spending. I think it's related to what's it called? I think it's related to the... Sorry, my brain. I think it's related to... Sorry. But fuck. I think it's related to the COVID-19 pandemic supply chains. I apologize. That happened globally. We saw it in Africa, Asia, South America, Central America. It's related to the Federal Reserve. It's related to like corporate greed, things like that. I apologize.
What corporate?
Sorry, I was trying to focus on adding my girlfriend's friend to our Fortnite, or not our Fortnite, our Minecraft server.
So what policy would Kamala implement that would reduce inflation, do you think?
I don't think that she's the one that does that. I think it would be the Federal Reserve that does that.
So the government spending has no impact on the inflation rate?
I don't think... So I never said government spending has no impact. I think that government spending isn't the main cause.
So you're saying that the Fed...
David that mustache, thank you so much.
Is
What's
the main
up?
driver of inflation. The Fed is the main driver of inflation?
The Fed is the main thing that responds to inflation. The main driver of inflation is the COVID-19 pandemic.
Okay, so what policy would Kamala implement to reduce inflation? Are you saying it's corporate greed, so all these corporations are greedy and gouging the consumer?
Dude, I just told you multiple times that's the Federal Reserve that deals with inflation and price stability. I just told you multiple times. So what can she do that can help with inflation? She can try to cap pharmaceutical drugs at $2,000 out of pocket. She can try to do a $35 cap on insulin for everyone, not just seniors.
That has nothing to do with inflation.
She can try to go after price gouging. Yeah, it does have to do with inflation.
Price gouging.
What does inflation cause? A lack of affordability. So increase affordability. Also, the Inflation Reduction Act, the $35 cap on insulin, and the largest investment in renewable energy ever, and it was deficit reducing.
So you don't think the massive government spending that was done during COVID had anything to do with the inflation?
I said I don't think it's the main driver for inflation. I said it wasn't the main driver for inflation. Also, Trump spent more.
Yeah, I'm talking about government spending. So you seem to confuse the two here.
No, I just don't think it's the main cause, and I don't think it's the main cause because it is the case that, again, there was literally inflation worldwide.
Okay, so how does the Federal Reserve control inflation worldwide then? It doesn't make any sense.
Again, the Federal Reserve will deal with inflation in the United States. They respond to inflation in the United States. J-Dot, thank you for the $3 for please drop this guy.
So you still haven't given me a good policy that Kamala would implement to reduce inflation.
I gave you multiple things that she can do to help with it. Otherwise, I'll ask you this question. What is Trump's plan to help inflation?
I think Trump, listen, what I don't know if Trump will do this, but limiting government spending is the main driver, I think, in inflation. So
he never said that he's going to do that. He increased spending.
When you hand people free money, it tends to drive up the price of everything.
So like how Trump wants to give tax cuts for everyone?
That's not free money. That's earned income. That's different. Tax is based on earnings.
Okay, so you think that there's not going to... Wait, so I have a question. So I have a question. Increasing or decreasing taxes, that isn't going to cause an increase in inflation.
Increasing taxes?
Decreasing taxes will not cause an increase in inflation.
I think it can, yes.
Okay, so it would cause inflation. So how are you going to pay for that? Are you going to cut what spending are you going to cut? Tell me what specifically is going to pay for that $3.9 trillion.
I already told you the defense budget can be cut.
Trump does not want to cut the defense budget.
Well, I'm saying it can be. Would you agree with cutting the defense budget?
I do, yeah.
What about sending money to Ukraine?
Do you know what the what's it called? Do you know what the Budapest memorandum is?
No.
So if we sign an agreement with Ukraine that if they give their nuclear weapons, that we would defend them. So they give up their nuclear weapons. Now it's our turn to defend them. Otherwise, I'm pretty anti-war.
But
Patty, thank you so much for the $20 for please drop them. Thank you so much, Patty. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Jack. Thank you for the $3 for this guy does not represent Minnesota. Trust me, I understand. I grew up in Iowa. Did that one hurt you?
Right, well,
Cuba, thank you so much. I appreciate the $4.20 for drop this guy. He's a cement wall. Die, thank you so much. I appreciate the $10 for this guy as a total POS. Well, Drew, people really do not like you for some reason.
It's the liberal echo chamber in here. I get it.
The liberal echo chamber? I debate people. I don't even add liberals.
Your chat.
I literally debate people. This is the opposite of an echo chamber, genius.
Yeah, when I called you out on bailing out companies, you had to read your chat to get that information. Just admit it.
Say that again?
When I called you out on bailing out companies, you had to read your chat.
No, I said GM before the chat said it.
GM wasn't bailed out during COVID. What are you talking about?
They were.
No, they
Look
weren't.
up GM bailout.
Yeah, are you talking in 2008?
You can pull it up. Look up GM bailout. They were bailed out in 2009, and also got money recently through PPP. Cam, thank you so much. I appreciate the $10. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
So you're saying, hold on, you're definitely contradicting yourself here because you're for government spending, but you're against the PPP loans. Are you against all the PPP?
Wait. No, I was saying you were saying that you're against welfare. I was asking, are you against the corporate welfare?
I am against. I mean, yeah.
Sarah, thank you for the subscription. So
What
then,
are you referring to? What are you referring to?
I'm referencing the bailouts. I just told you, like there were in 2007, 2009, like there were in 2020.
So wait, if a government tells somebody to shut their business down, they have to bail them out.
Wait,
Okay.
say it again.
If COVID-19 comes and the government says you have to shut your business down, close your doors, everybody's going home, the government.
I don't agree with the lockdowns for COVID. I actually think that we should have not.
Well, how did this go 2 years ago, 3 years?
Well, because there's evidence now indicating that they weren't as effective as what we would have thought.
Exactly.
Sarah, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much.
Right.
Wait. No, Trump didn't want it. Trump wanted to lock down too. So the point is that we didn't know what would have been effective at that time.
Yeah. So in hindsight, it was a gigantic mistake, and you're admitting it.
Yeah, I think that we shouldn't have done that. I think that we should have worked more on social distancing and other stuff like that, which Trump undermined, and vaccines. But
I'm glad you admitted that.
yeah, if we would have had a more effective like lockdown, though, it would have been fine. But we did lockdown for way too long. Appreciate the convey. Thank you so much. Not too hard, right? We literally were barely doing lockdown.
I agree.
So there were issues with it. So what's your point here?
Well, that's good to hear that you've changed your opinion on that stuff because I think a lot of people wouldn't.
Okay, cool. So what's your point?
My point is it's wrong for the government to start mandating stuff, and you tend to like large government.
Okay, so you're against mandating. So women shouldn't be mandated to go through pregnancies.
Pregnancies, you're talking about two human beings here. So.
So women should be mandated to go through pregnancies.
What is considered
so women should be mandated to go through pregnancies. Wow.
What are you talking about? There's two.
I thought you're so against mandating. You're only against mandating men to do things.
Well, protection of life is a right that everybody deserves. So if this baby can't speak for itself, then I will. Everybody else should too.
You're so cringe. So you only think it's a person at heartbeat. So why don't you care about it prior to the heartbeat? So 1 second before the heartbeat, can I stab it?
Listen, all I'm saying.
Can I stab it 1 second before the heartbeat?
You're actually fairly moderate on abortion. I debated somebody earlier who said they would go all the way up to 9 months and could abort it because it's a woman's body.
After 24 weeks, it's just a non-lethal abortion. Thank you for the hand art. And do you think that women who are raped should be able to get access to abortion?
Women who are what?
Raped?
I think we need to protect all unborn life. So.
Oh, okay. So a 10-year-old that gets raped, she should be forced to go through pregnancy?
I think we need to do everything we can to protect a life that is being created.
So a 10-year-old that gets raped should be forced to go through the pregnancy?
I think we should do everything we can to protect the unborn child that doesn't have a voice.
Would it be murder if she got an abortion? Should she go to jail?
No.
Why not? I thought you think it's murder.
Because the current laws allow it, so.
No, but like if the current laws didn't allow for it, like say in a respective state where they didn't allow it, do you think she should go to jail?
If it's against the law, then yes.
Really? So do you think you should go to jail if you speed by 1 mile per hour?
That's not. I don't think you should go to jail for that, but you can get a ticket.
Okay. So I meant like a ticket. You think someone should get a ticket for that?
I don't know the exact penalty.
Jack, think of the $3. Okay, so what about if they have 34 felonies? Should they go to jail?
Yeah. Your chat's saying mandatory vasectomies because
No, just be quiet. Just be quiet.
it's
Listen.
funny.
So if 34 felonies, if they should be in prison. Donald Trump has 34 felonies. Sir, he's been convicted of 34 counts of falsification of business records in the first degree. It's a Class E felony in the state of New York. Yippee!
This is the only argument.
Yahoo!
Clearly.
Yahoo!
Clearly, you just love this part of Donald Trump. The power.
I love making fun of Donald Trump. It's so fun. It's really fun. It's really fun because he's a terrible person, and I love calling out terrible people.
Okay, well, we can. I guess we can circle back to Donald Trump's personal life. Is that what you want to talk about here? Is that kind of all you got on the?
No, I got lots of stuff. Coup the country, try to coup the government, was held civilly liable for sexually abusing a woman, called for complete and total withdrawal of Muslims into the country, didn't rent the black people, and her. Said 5 black boys, by the way, should have received the death penalty when they've been exonerated by DNA evidence. Thank you so much.
So what?
He popularized the birther movement, saying Barack Obama was born in Kenya when there's a birth certificate of him born in the United States, and he did so to undermine Obama being president. He said Kamala Harris didn't turn Kamala Harris turned black, saying that she wasn't black prior to that. Hey, Drew, can you tell me what a black job is? Hey, Drew, what's a black job? Thank you for the paper crane.
She flips to what the popular opinion is.
What's a black job? And Trump's paying for IVF. That's a popular view he just switched to.
She flipped. She's now tough on the border because the border killed her on the polls. So now she is completely saying we need to crack down on the border.
And you didn't accept it. So there was a conservative backed border bill by Langford, literally signed into law, written by Langford, or not signed into law, written by Langford, a Trump-supported Republican, and Trump undermined the bill because it would have made Democrats get a win. Arya, thank you for the 12-month subscription. Thank you so much, Arya. So you don't care about getting anything done at the border, seems like.
No, I think Kamala is a complete chameleon based on what the public wants.
Did you get that one from JD Vance?
I don't know what JD Vance has said, so not sure.
Well, she said that he literally said that exactly.
Yeah, I think she is though. I mean, it's pretty.
What do you mean by chameleon?
I mean, she changes her stance based on
like Donald Trump saying he's for peace and then undermining the ceasefire, right, because it would make Democrats look good, or Trump saying the border is such a problem and then undermining the border bill. Really?
No.
Or like Trump being super pro-life and then now being for the position that he wants to pay for IVF, which is murder under a pro-life's view. If you're actually have the life at conception view, not the fucking random ass arbitrary heartbeat. Who gives a fuck about a heartbeat? Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
Yeah, do you think a family should be able to pull the plug on an individual in their family that's brain dead?
I think so, yeah.
Right, but they have a heartbeat.
Yeah, but it depends. It depends on the circumstance.
Wait, but they have a heartbeat. So you think it's okay to kill a human being? Murder them?
The baby is developing. If you were to leave an untouched...
Dude, this guy's advocating for murder. What the fuck,
If you were to leave an untouched baby at 5 weeks old, what would it turn into? Tell me.
Yeah, if I didn't pull out, it also could have led to a kid. I don't care about the sperm.
God.
Did I genocide the sperm because I decided to pull out?
5 weeks, unborn child.
If I pull out, did I genocide the sperm? Real question. Should I go to jail for crimes against humanity?
Okay, you're not.
Thank you for the blind. Thank you so much.
That's not the same. So you made the reference about
Commandment 1: Art thou shalt not nut.
You made a reference about
for it is crime against humanity in
genocide. Dead pulling the plug, but if there's no out and that's what they're going to be, that's different.
What? Say it again.
I said he made a reference about a brain dead person at 80 years old or whatever, and their family pulling the plug.
Yeah.
It's much different. It's not even the same. Nowhere near the same.
But you understand they still have a heartbeat at that point. Okay, but then you brought up in response to this, you said, "Oh, if it was going to be a person in the future, well, what do you do with it then?" Well, if I, then you're saying I shouldn't be able to pull out. I shouldn't be able to stop having sex with someone because it is the case that it otherwise would have led to a life.
What are you talking about?
Julia, thank you for the $5.
Is that? I don't understand this. Say that. What are you trying to get to here?
Julia, thank you for telling me. By the way, thank you. I heard otherwise, but thank you. I really appreciate that. And Jenny, thank you for the $5. Yeah. Wait, what were you saying?
What are you referencing to with this pull-out thing? I mean, I think you think you're funny, but what the hell does it mean? I don't even get it.
Jesus Christ, dude. The intelligence. Yeah, so it is the case that, again, if I pull out, there's not future person. Right? So...
Yeah, what's your point?
So in the same way that you said, oh, you shouldn't be able to get an abortion at 5 weeks because it's a future person, well, then I shouldn't be able to pull out? Do I have to explain the process to you? Like, when you pull out, it reduces likelihood of pregnancy. Amy, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. We could say the same thing with putting on a condom, with using birth control, right? So people shouldn't be able to use birth control because it will reduce the likelihood of a future person. Like, it's that type of shit.
That's not my argument at all. You're taking...
It's wrong for me to be on the live right now because I could be creating a future person right now.
No, I'm saying aborting not a future person, but an actual person.
It's not a person prior to sentience. So what makes it a person? Because you said it was okay to pull the plug on an individual. So it's not. You said it's not heartbeat. It's not cellular life because both cellular life and heartbeat are both present within the brain dead individual. Yet you still think it's okay for a family to pull the plug. So if you think it's okay to pull the plug on a family member who's brain dead, then why don't you think it's okay for a woman to pull the plug on a non-sentient embryo?
Because a brain dead person, what will happen to that in 6 months? What's going to happen there?
Yeah, if you get an abortion, it would have never been sentient. The non-sentient embryo never would be sentient.
Sentient is not the definition of a human. That is your definition.
I don't define human based upon sentience, but sentience is first-person subjective experience. It's a quality that I value within humans. Okay? So I value human plus sentience. That's what it is. Right? And sentience being past or present and future subjective experience, if you want to be very technical.
You're okay with them dying?
What?
If they're non-sentient, they should die.
I'm not making a claim necessarily they should die. What I'm making the claim is that they're granted less moral value. If it's not sentient, right, meaning it doesn't meet the criteria of past or present and future subjective experience, well then I think that it's granted less moral value under my view.
Okay, let me put you in a scenario.
Thank you for the 2 million likes, everyone. Keep tapping that screen. Let's try to get to 3 million tonight, everyone.
Let's say you got a girlfriend and you go and you see the ultrasound at 6 weeks, 10 weeks. 16 weeks is when you see the actual baby.
Yeah, she should be able to get an abortion at that point. If she wants, she should be able to abort that baby.
You have no say in the matter. And listen, I'm all for...
Under your view, under your view, by the way. But yeah, what?
You have no say in the matter?
No, it's just her body.
She's excited, you guys make a baby, and you see it, everybody's excited, and then she changes her mind. Like, wait a minute.
Her right.
I don't want this human anymore.
That's her right. I'm going to be sad because I was like, oh, we were planning on this. The same way that, like, if we planned on getting married... right, and then didn't get married, and she decided to go against it, I would be sad, but it's her right to do it. It's her right to not marry me.
Interesting.
Does that make sense? Like, I might be sad that we're not going to be married because we planned on it.
That's a human life, though, that you guys created together, that she is...
I don't care about cellular human life.
So what are you, though?
You understand that I don't care about sperm either.
What do you define yourself as?
Like a sentient human being? You're person?
Cellular. You're a group of cells.
I'm not just cellular, I'm sentient.
How do you know a baby isn't sentient?
I know, well, neuroscience.
No. That's...
No. How do you know a baby is alive? Okay, you go to biologists. So I'm going to look at the scientific professionals. Right? Like, why would you not look at the scientific professionals? Do you think you know more than the scientific professionals?
No, but killing a human life at 16 weeks is I think, immoral, so...
Okay, would you like a Kleenex?
No, but 50% of people in America agree with me.
You know, it's less than that, right?
No,
And
pro-life.
even if 50% of people agreed with you, I wouldn't care.
50% of people declare themselves as pro-life.
That's not true, but I wouldn't care.
Well, you act like I have some obscure.
Over
opinion about
60% of people in this country wanted over Roe versus Wade to not be overturned. Elise, thank you for the galaxy. Thank you so much.
it. Yeah, that doesn't mean that. I said 50% of people consider themselves pro-life.
Push the confetti. Thank
Different.
you. Yeah. So if they're okay with Roe versus Wade, then they wouldn't be like the pro-life that I'm talking about.
Okay, well, we disagree on when a person is considered a person, when a human being.
Yeah, you said it was. You said it was based upon like heartbeat. I showed you how that was incoherent.
No, it's not incoherent. A
I
heartbeat.
told you I was incoherent. We went over the scenario right now. We just went over it.
Yeah, you're okay with murdering unborn children. That's fine. You guys.
It's
the
not
liberals know
murder
this is a brutal
prior to
topic
sentience.
Talk about.
Yeah,
Nah,
you think women shouldn't
it
have
is
rights?
truly
You think
barbaric.
women's rights should be left up to the states?
Women's rights. There's a human life inside that woman's body.
A cellular human? I don't care.
Interesting.
Like for example, right?
You
like
don't care.
there's
It's easy to say
there's
you're
also
18 years
human
old.
life inside of me, and if I nut, right, I don't think that's wrong. That's sperm. That's alive. You understand? Sperm is living, right?
You
I
will
don't
not
care about
say,
killing
I don't
that.
care when you have a baby.
Is it human sperm, right? It's human
Guarantee
sperm, right? What species is sperm?
Sperm is a human cell.
So it's living. It's a human cell. So it's a human living organism. If it's a human living organism, you don't care about killing it. Well, then what does that say about you? You're okay with murdering human cellular organisms? Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Sperm
It's not
doesn't
murder.
turn into a baby.
Elizabeth, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. Drew did this with GT earlier. He doesn't know what IVF is. What's IVF?
In vitro fertilization. And
Really?
I do know what it is.
You do know what it is? Thank you for that
Yeah.
mustache. Thank you so much. Okay. So what'd you and GT talk about?
Same thing. He was way more liberal than you were on this topic.
Way more liberal?
Way more pro-choice, yeah.
What does that mean?
Because he's afraid of upsetting his chat room by taking a firm position. He was super flaky and wouldn't.
So why am I not scared of that?
Well, I'm surprised you aren't. That's what I said. I'm surprised
Appreciate
you
the
agree.
bracelet. Thank you so much. So he's just really scared, right? I'm not scared. So Parker's less scared?
No, I think you have a firmer position. That's all I said.
Okay, so then that doesn't make GT scared then. So GT's not scared.
He just didn't take a firm position. He let there was two.
Because
women
I'm seeing a lot of people say he dog walked you.
Yeah, well, that's your chat room, buddy.
Okay.
He had 3 people in the room, and then he muted me whenever I talked.
Where's your chat room?
I don't have one. I'm sitting here right now.
Oh, okay.
I got a job, full-time job, and
I do too.
So,
I have a
this is
full-time
your
job too.
I have my own. I got work tomorrow at 9 a.m. So
Appreciate the laugh. Thank you so much. Good for you.
I'm just saying that's why I don't have a chat room. I make my money elsewhere.
Okay.
So that's not good.
Nina, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. Joanna, thank you so much for the $1. I appreciate it for a GT dog walk them. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah. So you have a full-time job. Oh, it's Labor Day, right?
Yeah.
Appreciate the relaxed excuse. Thank you so much. So you don't have work on Monday?
Today?
Yeah. I was just kind of saying. You said I have work on Monday. Today's Monday.
Oh yeah, Tuesday. Sorry about that.
Interesting. So are you Eastern time?
No, I live in Minnesota.
Appreciate the sunglasses. Thank you. So it's 11:35 right now, and you have work at 8 a.m. tomorrow, and you're staying up talking to me. I'm honored.
Yeah.
So honored, Drew.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, I'm trying to educate people like you.
Yeah, you're really educating me so well. Appreciate the corgi. Thank you so much, Kimbo. How many branches
Like
of
you have a lot
government
to
are
learn.
there?
What?
How many branches of government are there?
Is this what we're gonna turn this? This is gonna be a federal. This is
Can
gonna be a
I just
government
ask you a
quiz?
question?
No, this is hilarious. So this is.
How many branches?
Do you want me to Google it?
You don't know? He's really educating me, Chad, dude. Drew educates me. Seriously, dude. I can learn so much from this guy. Drew, at what degrees does water freeze in Fahrenheit? Can you tell me that one off the top of your head?
Serious?
Yeah, what degrees?
32. Don't even go there with me.
How many continents?
Do you want me to quiz you?
How many continents? You can go for it.
I don't know. How many continents? I gotta count them. 7?
What are they?
Oh my gosh. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing a quiz with an 18-year-old.
I'm 22, genius.
This is what it turned
MAGA math.
What?
You can go ahead and try and quiz me. What's 6 squared?
6 squared, 36. Keep going.
Wow. Oh, let's go. Let's go. I actually didn't expect that one. Let's go. Appreciate the pinch face. Thank you so much. What's 12 squared?
Keep going.
What's 12 squared?
I said 144.
Okay. Good for you. Now, what are the continents?
You really want me to name? Asia,
Yeah.
Antarctica, Australia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America. Is that 7?
Is it?
What do you think this is?
Is it 7? Did you look it up yet?
No. I'm sitting in bed right now.
So how many branches of government?
What?
How many branches of government?
3.
And what are they?
Executive, judicial, and I don't know the third. What is it?
Dude, I learned so much from this guy, dude. You know, MAGA can teach me so much, chat. They can teach me so much. I'm so excited every single day to learn so much from MAGA. learn how much we've got to work on.
I already said I'm not MAGA. You're defining me as
You're MAGA. You're MAGA.
Nah, I would have voted for Vivek, but he lost.
That's MAGA. Okay? That's MAGA.
No, Vivek is not MAGA. There's a lot of
Vivek is MAGA. Vivek says that Trump is the best president we've ever had.
And he has a point, but I think Vivek has much different.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Are you? Oh my God, that is the most cringe thing ever. That makes sense to you? He tried to coup the government, and he's the best president we've ever had.
I think for America, I think he was one of the best. Yeah.
Can you name me one policy he influenced to get passed that benefit the middle class more than it benefit rich people? Like one. You didn't mention one earlier.
I said the tax cuts.
So the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, most of that went to people who are rich. So try again.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. You can find this from IRS information from revenue.
There's much more to tax cuts than where it goes. It helps corporations, just help them hire more people, which reduces unemployment. There's a lot more.
So you say that it reduces unemployment. Can you give me any evidence it reduced unemployment? Because I can actually show you that it only increased 0.04% to the annual GDP. Okay? 0.04%, which is for 1.9 trillion of debt-related spending. That's terrible.
You're saying lower taxes increase unemployment? Is that what you're saying?
I never said it increased unemployment. What I said is that it barely impacted the economy. Its effect was very minimal. 0.4% growth over 10 years. That's terrible. For $1.9 trillion of spending, horrendous.
I'm gonna head out here. This is circular. This isn't going anywhere. You're gonna think you're one. You're gonna do your cute little dance. Your chat's gonna go. What are they saying here, MAGA man?
Are you coping already?
No, this is a waste of time. Is what it is.
Aww, is that because you lost? Aw, look at him run. Can we get some running emojis in the chat, everyone? Let's get some running emojis for him. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. You know, it's so fun. It's so fun when they run away. Just a little scared. They're just so scared. Yeah, thank you for the money gun. Thank you so much, Unruly. If you're MAGA, type in the comment section right now. Let's get on to the next individual, though. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. We are just looking for some debates. If you want to support me, as always, Venmo, Cash App in the bio, everyone. Kimberly, thank you for the $10 from the DNC. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Yo, what's the pal to you? Thank you for that mustache. Thank you. All right, let's get this next person up here. Thank you for the confetti. Thank you so much, Halo. All right, let's get this next individual up here. Only send a... Oh, oops. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. We are just looking for some debates, everyone. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024, y'all. All right, let's get this next individual up here. All right. Yo, what's up, how old are you? Hello? All right, let's get this next individual up here. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024, y'all. You know, how old are you?
I'm 22 years
All right,
old.
thank you, Bridget. Are you voting Trump?
Yes, sir.
What's that?
I mean, I'm like I'm on the live just like I have like full respect for you, and I understand that you believe Biden is the best president.
No.
Kamala?
Kamala.
Okay. How do you say it again? If you could correct me, please.
Kamala.
Kamala. I understand that you believe I'm around your age. I'm assuming, right? I don't know how you are. How old are you?
22.
Okay, so we're the same age, right?
Surprisingly.
That's not really that surprising, but yeah. We all have our different aspects of life. We all go through life different ways, and no matter how like I disbelieve on like how you believe that Kamala is the best president, I believe Trump is, okay? But I think like especially the last person that you talked to, like let's not there's no reason for us to like bat heads with each other. Like, you know, like we all have our own views. We're all gonna vote the way that we're gonna vote. And yes, you're probably on here.
Okay.
You
So
probably
let's talk about some of these things. Would you vote for someone held civilly liable of sexually assaulting a woman?
what I'm gonna vote for is the best president that's gonna help. Okay, so can I explain a little bit about myself before I answer any questions?
Yeah. Explain the reason why you think that voting for someone held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman is the better candidate.
Okay, can I ask you what state do you live in?
California.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so see, like
Iowa.
Huh?
I grew up in Iowa.
Okay, but
I grew up in a conservative Christian household.
No,
I was a Trump supporter in 2016, 2017, 2018.
I'm not disregarding like any views or any type of things that like you're saying, but I'm just saying like you're from California, which what that would be like mostly a blue state, right? And which is okay, that's fine. Guess I'm from Texas, right?
No, but I grew up in a Christian conservative household in Iowa. I was a Trump supporter I was a Trump supporter in 2016, 2017, 2018. Now I'm an atheist and I'm also liberal.
Okay.
So I completely found the truth.
No, and I think it's so cool. I think it's so amazing how like we're the same age and like we have totally different views, which is okay, you know? And I think
critical thinking is an amazing thing.
I think that it's awesome that we all have our own free speech and our own voice to make like the same way that
it's so terrible that Donald Trump wants to undermine that, where he wants to put people in prison for a year for burning the American flag, but not for raising the Confederate flag.
I mean, do you think it's not wrong to burn a flag that you're from a country that we're from? Is that not like...
You can say it's wrong or whatnot. I don't care. The point I'm making... listen, Greg, the point I'm making is that it should be legal, right?
Yes, I believe it should be legal.
Okay, if it should be legal, then why are you okay with Donald Trump undermining your freedom of expression?
Because there's more that goes into just one little aspect of... Do you think I believe in everything Donald Trump fucking believes in? I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't cuss. I won't do it again. But do you think I believe everything and have the same